Yes, Sin. Roll your first roll in order to see if you can successfully
It
throw
was
the
a
card.
15.
A 15?
Yes.
Luckily for you, you threw it, and it
Okay.
worked. But
Okay.
Luckily.
I need you to get a luck roll to see if anyone saw that.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit.
15.
Roll again.
Oh,
Okay.
Flash.
Oh.
You got a clash. Roll again.
21.
Dang it.
Not only did nobody see that, but the bear rustler that it hit and tricked successfully fell flat on his face, and then we also have Zanzibar, who won the arm wrestling contest and literally rolled him into the table next to everyone. And
Yo,
because
all
it was such an embarrassing feat, everyone at the table thought it was the bear wrestler's fault that their drinks are ruined.
I get up and walk away
Can I
slowly.
like silently chuckle?
I stand up fiercely on the pool table, point at the bear wrestler, and say, "Get him!" I jump on the bear wrestler.
I sit there confused, not knowing what to do.
Oh my! You know what? I had a quest planned, but this is going this way now.
Oh.
At the sound of the command of the lolly screaming, "Get him!" The two bear wrestlers who are twice the size of the normal bear wrestler, just pounce on top of him and start waylaying on him.
I love this. I'm already completing my mission.
The Axolotl now has complete control over those two, and taking over the fact that they are raged that they lost their drinks.
I'm causing absolute chaos.
Remember?
I just sit there in amaze, like, what's
I
going
cheer
on?
I cheer on the two wrestlers.
Oh my god.
I congratulate Kench at his victory.
The bartender is just looking very disappointed at what has been released into his great nation.
Okay, I slowly get off the pool table so I don't have to fucking dex it.
Okay, yeah, you get off of the pool table.
I go over to I go over to where the guys are beating him and say, "Enough!"
They stop at your command.
I smile at both of them and thank them. What happened?
Did they get like insta boners?
Oh, you had to roll another one.
They are blushing and they are rock dog right now. And these are bear wrestlers, mind you.
Little did they know.
Also, okay, I'm putting an end to this. Oh, and I rolled it successfully. Thank God. Okay, so after hearing that was going on, Oxalali, I'm sorry, you are screaming in fear at what is in front of you right now.
Ah, damn it.
You're screaming in fear, and then immediately the two guards bust in through the door and just say, "Okay, that's enough. 3 strikes is enough. You guys are going into the jail cell." They're immediately taken to jail.
No, I wanted them as minions.
I'm sorry, but
I'm
sorry. The main guard of that bust in the squad just looks at you, just kneels down to you, puts a hand on your head, and says, "I'm sorry, little lady, but they broke the 3-rule law for lollies. We have no choice. They have to be taken."
I huff but blush.
That's strike 1 for the guard. They leave, they close the door, and everything resumes back as normal.
Wait, is the other one still on the ground?
Yeah, he's just rolling there in pain.
Can I pick his pocket?
No, you're
First
being
of
taken,
all,
you're being taken away by the police.
no,
The other
they're
two,
already gone.
the ones that got
Oh,
stripes.
sorry. Yeah.
No, they're already gone. So, you know what? Fuck it, roll.
What am I rolling?
Dex.
Again. I got a 2.
Saving throw.
Oh, that's right. 15. What's my dex modifier? 0, so that's...
You find one chip.
Alright, I got 9 chips now.
You successfully stole everything that man had. His pride, his masculinity, and his life savings. Congratulations, you dirty monsters.
I throw the chip to Zanzibar. And I say, you won! And smile.
So I have 7 chips now?
Yes.
Okay, then.
I...
I tip my hat to the lady.
You tip your trilby. Your dapper ass trilby.
I just sit on the ground. Like happy dance on the ground.
I just imagine it's one of those things where you're just running in a circle.
Screw it, I start running circles around the pool table because I
No, it's one of those things where like you're just laying flat on the floor and you're just running in a circle. I don't know why. It's like,
You know what? Screw it, I do that. I
exactly
want
that.
I want to whoop.
I'm laughing too hard.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, alright, you guys have literally been fucking around in this tavern.
Yeah.
What in a
Yeah.
strange land.
I get
I
up
thought-
and thank the bartender again.
Okay, I don't even need to give you a dex roll for that one.
I thank the bartender and I go to Sin and to Zanzibar, and I hold out my map. I want to go there, and I point to the white square.
Ugh.
I look
Okay,
at
so
Sin. You want gambling?
I want all the gambling.
I look to Zanzibar. You're a frog. I like you.
So when I want
Come
to go
with
to the
me?
swamp,
We can stop by Swamp.
At the mention of you doing that adorable "come with me" thing, everyone in the bar just like goes full on fanboy mode and be like, "We'll follow you."
I pick her up and run out of the bar.
I get no fucking choice. I'm too late. I have no fucking choice.
I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm picking her up. I'm picking the other guy up. I'm using my tongue, wrapping it around, picking him up. We're just going. I'm not giving anyone a choice.
As I'm being carried out the door, I just say bye.
As you're all running out of the tavern,
No, hold
completely.
on. I walk out slowly and just salute the people.
No, I picked you up too.
no,
I picked you up too. We're just going.
You didn't roll for
I
that.
will not allow that.
No,
Okay,
no,
let me roll for it.
you only pick up the lolly.
Oh, okay.
But no, like even worse, as you're hightailing it through the door, you just smash through the door. By the way, not breaking it off the hinges, but you smash
You know,
through
like
the
make
door.
my own like kind of what's
You
it
make
called,
it.
hole.
You make an overly dramatic exit, carrying the lolly over your shoulder, and she's just waving and smiling at everyone. Bye. And then we have Sins like just slowly doing the Sokka thing out the door, like Water Tribe type of salute, and just walks out with swagger. Congratulations, you guys have now run out of the. Oh yeah, and as you are running out, you hear everyone from the bar calling, "We'll never forget you."
This is to myself. This is to no one else. I have me.
You are now Meg.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my god, you are now Meg.
I love my.
You are an older Meg with a penis.
Oh.
I do not
Okay.
approve. I do not approve.
But it makes it cuter, doesn't it? Roll to make it cuter. Confirmed cuter.
I got a 16, so yeah, I'm cuter.
I rolled a 19.
Oh,
Confirmed.
glad you didn't roll a 20.
Oh god, no. Alright. So, you guys completely busted through an entire bar fight scene. You caused a riot, and you got 2 people thrown in jail for getting erected to a lolly, who is of legal age, but still.
A lolly.
I mean,
Just a
this
regular
is
Monday.
I mean, this is Nevada
That's
after
right,
all.
I'm of legal age. I wink to both of them.
You were you were of legal age, but this is Nevada, and for some reason that's heavily frowned upon, even though it's legal. Political undertones. Anyway, okay, all right. Before we get put on another watch list,
I asked
You
where
g-
we're going as I'm on Zanzibar's shoulder.
First-
Can I now be sitting on his shoulder, not like just being carried?
I always
Sure.
imagine like you sitting on my head. It's like I have a really
I think that
long
would be a
hair.
bit of a problem, considering.
Penis.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Oh,
What are you
yeah, I
talking
forgot
about?
about that.
What are you talking
Forgot
about? Now he
about
has a
that.
windshield wiper.
That's what the mustache is for.
Okay, I get off the toad.
I
Frog.
put the girl down safely
Okay, you
and
put her down.
slowly so she doesn't have to roll.
Must protect.
I
Must
just
protect.
walk along with
Queen.
McQueen.
Queen. Queen.
Oh god. Okay, so
King?
you guys have now
Oh,
You guys have now completely just ignored one of the quests I had for you guys. You guys actually
sorry,
ran
Daryl.
out of the city.
This is off to a very D&D start.
Sorry, Daryl. We had to get out of there. We were spending too much time.
Please tell me it wasn't the snow racks.
It was. Forget having to fight him and start the quest. No, you guys completely ignore the quest altogether.
This is the third time.
You have to agree. We were spending too much time in there.
This is the third time.
No, you guys didn't even think of talking to the bartender.
I thought we already did. I thought he told us everything.
The bartender told us all about the land.
Well, I mean, he told you about the land, but you didn't ask for work. You didn't ask anything to do. Nope, you just like, oh, okay, let's start a riot and get 2 people thrown in jail.
Hey, I wanted to just compete.
I can go back. I can go back.
You can
Oh
go-
my god. Anywho.
Actually, it's true. Look, here's the thing. We don't have any real money. We have a bit. We do need work, and we also need like better gear. Maybe we can trade some stuff with the bartender for maybe gear to get down into the south or gold / chips.
First of all, you guys like. I'm gonna level with you. You ran out of town to protect the lolly. You are out of camping supplies.
Going.
Praise me.
You're out of camping supplies, and you ran into the snowy woods.
Frog legs sound nice.
Bruh. The mustache has the most meat, I'll
Where
let
do
you
we
know.
go?
Nowhere else to go but
I have
south.
wait. Can Josh change his host to someone else and go get the work?
No,
Dang it.
Be a waste of a host.
that would permanently cause him to completely redo his character stats,
Oh,
Yeah.
except for luck. Except for luck.
okay.
Like, intelligence and luck are the only things that will stay. Everything else would have to be completely re-rolled, and the inventory will be forfeited forever.
Can we not
So I'm
pick up
allowing
off
it
of
if
him?
he's willing to take that risk.
If he's got like
Nah.
nothing else to do and he's like on his deathbed, he could do it.
Yeah, that's like a last resort kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. So seriously, where do we go?
Yeah, how do we
Well,
get
we go
word?
south.
So there's nowhere else to go but where you've been going.
I collect
You-
twigs along the way.
Good little lolly.
I shuffle my cards.
Shuffling your cards even as you're walking. You're doing the kaiba, the Seto kaiba shuffle as you're walking through the snow.
Hey, come on! The fucking Kaiba shuffle's the best.
Agreed. I do that too. So there's no discrimination here.
I don't know what to do. I can't really do it. I can brush my tongue.
Twirl your brush your tongue. Okay.
I mean,
So-
that's really it.
Okay.
So, moving forth, you happen to come across an old abandoned shack.
I point at the shack. Jack!
Is it a big shack?
Shack.
Is it a big shack?
I run to the shack.
Yes, it's a very big shack.
I run to the shack, plant my feet in front of the door, and yell, "My kingdom!"
You notice that the door has been broken open and it's very empty.
Oh.
I want to
my
go
God.
over there.
That's
Oh
a good
my-
response.
I like that.
I like that
Yeah.
response, Dusty. I give you props.
Thank you.
And
I
then-
know where the food's at.
And Sin, you legitimately think she is 8 years old.
Can I facepalm?
You have no idea how old that she actually is, but you legitimately believe she's 8.
Are we?
I believe it. I believe I'm taking care of an 8-year-old guy, girl.
You're as old, like you legitimately believe they're as old as they look.
Alright, what's up? What are we doing? And what did I miss?
I'm glad
I'm
I-
recording in 3, 2...
Aww. Okay, so now we're back after that little pause.
The guy with the 4 intelligence is somehow smarter than the other guy.
Well, while you were gone, we rolled for the guys to roll for you hot or nah.
For the lolly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Zanzibar, the Kench, rolled a 2.
I'm a lolly.
It's not because you were a lolly, it's because he prefers the bigger women.
It's because they know where the food's at. And I want to come to dinner.
Exactly. That's not the only thing going to be eaten tonight, but whatever.
I can say something
And-
horrible, but I'm not.
And Sin legitimately believes that you are 8 years old because he rolled an 8.
Again, somehow I'm smarter.
His philosophy is they're as old as they look.
Okay.
How old do
I'm-
I look?
Rolling a d100. 50.
Dang.
How old is... Wait, how old does Sin look?
It's the mustache, isn't it?
Roll it.
I know.
Well, so in my backstory, I'm in someone who actually looks really good.
But
So
but
Is
he
that one-
is 19.
oh,
That's,
I like
that's
that.
not bad.
The vessel is 19.
Okay.
Is it 50 in frog years? So like in like kinda young? Or is it just pure 50?
In the human years, you're 50.
Okay, so I'm
And
still
in
kinda
frog
young?
years, you're like a 24-year-old.
Good enough.
Let's just
Still
say that
can get-
frog people age half the speed of humans.
Do we have the same life expectancy?
No.
Okay.
You live for twice as long because you age half as fast. Moving on,
Shack.
the shack, as the lolly just steps in front of the door and yells, "My kingdom!" It kind of echoes through the empty shack.
Kingdom.
You can
It
just
looks like-
hear me go.
It-
Continue.
You could hear his breathing from back there.
I
No,
huff
it's a sigh.
It's,
It's a sigh.
This shack looks pretty big. It's a very big place, and it looks like it's been broken into, and there's like footsteps in the snow outside of the door now that you inspect.
Man, I'd love to
Everybody
inspect-
walk do
Continue.
a perception check.
Oh, I got a 1 again.
I got a 14.
Maybe I should start rolling on
You-
my actual dice.
I
Yeah.
got a 22.
Okay, so first off, Axel Ollie, you're kind of just put up in the fact that you think something bad may have happened here, and you just yelled "My kingdom" through the remains of whatever happened here.
Yay!
And what did you roll, Zanzibar?
14.
You notice the
With
door.
two.
You notice the door was kicked in, and there's a bunch of footprints, and there's even dragging marks in the snow. And Sin, you noticed that there were signs of struggle. Not murder or violence, but struggle.
The struggle is real.
Yep. Actually, on the side of the door near a bush, there is a broken little piece of wood sticking out of the bush.
May I inspect the wood?
You can.
What do I have to roll?
Nothing. You could just pick it up.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
You pick it up and notice there's a sign on it.
Do I have? Can I read what the sign says?
Well, yeah, obviously you can read
I'm
it.
just, I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
You can only read frog.
Exactly.
that's
I
your
don't-
proficient language.
Yeah, I
But
don't know
we-
if
Read
it's
the
like a
word
language thing.
frog.
You can
Oh,
only
yeah.
read the word frog.
I can only read
Frog,
green
frog, frog.
handwriting. I can only read green handwriting.
Luckily, it's written in green and red.
Yes. My type.
But reading the whole thing, you realize it says "end Keebler abuse." I mean, not Keebler. What was I thinking? Where are we? Where are we? What land are we in?
No, snow.
No, not Snow Mixings. We are in Snowhegan. Yeah, end helper abuse. It says end helper abuse. So you think that there may have been a bit of a protest here. Just by suspicion.
Can I check the exterior of the house? See if there's anything else?
I mosey around inside the shop.
Okay, well, alright,
Pardon
Zanzibar.
for car if you can hear it.
Zanzibar, you notice that there is nothing of significance on the outside, so you tend to join everyone else inside.
Okay.
And Oxalolly, or Too Young,
Too young.
upon wandering around, you notice there's workbenches and chairs and tables and boxes. They're all smashed up to bits and completely just scattered everywhere.
Is there anything intact? Like just the boxes?
There's one small little half-made stuffed animal that looks a little bit like an oxalot.
I pick it up!
Upon picking it up, all the stuffing falls out to where you have nothing but just the cloth cover of the doll.
I put it on my hand and use it as a sock puppet.
You now successfully have a sock puppet.
I'm adding this to my inventory.
Please say it like adds 1 to intelligence or something.
One intelligence or one charisma.
It adds
More like-
adds a cuteness bonus.
Cute.
I was gonna say more like 1 to insanity.
It adds a cuteness bonus, so you get a +1 charisma when trying to seduce people with cuteness.
Okay.
I almost choked on my cracker.
Can I tell Sin about what I found outside?
Bonus.
So he's in the loop.
You tell him that there's nothing outside?
No, I meant about the sign.
No, he saw the sign.
So
Oh,
now
I
have
didn't know
another
he saw a
plus-
sign.
So I have a +1 charisma now?
+1 charisma when trying to be cute.
Okay, cool.
But now it's a -1 to any intimidation.
Oh, so I have to... Okay, I'll have it equipped for now. I'll have it equipped.
Yeah.
I can choose to take it off, right? It's not like bound to my hand. It's just a sock puppet. It's not,
It's just
not
like
it's not
the
a
cloth. The cloth just grips to your hand. I am part of you now.
Oh god.
Please don't. I unequip it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
It's not cursed.
Okay, I'll still take it off though, because I want to get close.
Okay.
I want to go looking for food inside the house.
Oh yeah, we have no food.
All right, you guys want to roll perception? You noticed there was like you noticed there was like a riot. There's destroyed shit everywhere, and it looks kind of recent because of the tracks in the snow. And you're like, "Where's the food at?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
I rolled a
To
22.
be fair, we're kind of starving,
I got
so
a nat
Yeah.
20 plus 2%.
Yeah, so did I.
I got a 13.
All right, Sin, you were looking around for a little bit. You think you found clues to where the kitchen could be, but then right when you look over at everyone else, you notice they already found a fridge.
Oh.
And inside of the fridge are gallons of milk.
Oh god.
On top of the fridge is a mini storage compartment filled with a bunch of cookies.
I take a jug of milk.
You now have a jug of milk.
I
I
don't think I
take
can carry
cookies.
much more since I'm an oxalolly.
Will now keep in mind it will spoil after a while if it's not in freezing temperatures or in cold temperatures.
But we're good right now since it's outside and it's cold, right?
Yeah, it's like a fridge.
Okay, cool.
You just got it out of the fridge too.
Okay.
I take some cookies and give the Oxalali a cookie.
Can I just carry the
How many
thing that the
cookies are
cookies
in there?
in?
Because we need to ration.
Let me just say it's enough to feed 7 fat people.
Dang.
I willingly take
So
a
s-
cookie.
So 7 of me?
More like 3 of you.
Oh, okay.
It can feed 3 kinches.
It could feed 3 kinches.
Serving size 3 kench.
Can I just carry
nibble on
the
my
whole
cookie.
thing?
Upon further inspection, the box does say serving size 3 kench.
I just go, my people.
I nibble my cookie. And I also look around because I want to know what else happened.
Huh.
Is there
Sorry,
any-
what did you
is
say?
Is there any other doors to this shack? Or like away, like just other rooms?
Roll a perception check.
Well, 7 plus 2 is 9.
We
And
can
I'll
do math.
Yeah, I'll take it. You notice that there's a staircase.
Oh. I point to the stairs. Oh.
Oh.
I choose not to go
I
up
go
the
up the
stairs.
stairs.
I choose not to go up the
I
stairs.
go up the stairs.
Wait, are they up or down? Because it's like... Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
a big
up or
shack.
down.
It's a big shack.
Yeah, it's a
Up or
big shack.
down.
Are they
Yeah,
downstairs?
it goes up.
Okay, I'm going up.
Can I check for a basement?
A basement? No, there is no basement.
Okay.
No basement.
No basement.
Oh, my voice.
No basement. Just
No
stairs.
basement. No.
I follow Sin.
I continue to check the ground floor.
Okay. Upon looking, okay, we'll just start with you, Zanzibar. Roll perception.
Oh no, I rolled a 7.
You find busted shit everywhere,
Busted.
and there's a bunch of tiny little footprints that are smaller than a normal person's.
Can I check to see if it was just the lolly?
Yeah, roll.
I rolled a natural 20.
You notice by the size and shape that they are of gnome descent. Elvish gnome descent.
Even worse. Oh, okay.
Dang. Someone
Hmm.
doesn't like their hybrids.
I said I was kidding. I guess I just try to go up the stairs without breaking the stairs.
Luckily for you, the stairs are not old. They're actually relatively upkept.
Yes.
I didn't even have to roll for that. I
Yes.
didn't want to because that would just make it overly complicated.
Okay.
I mean, it appears as if these were made to have fat people walk up and down them.
They were made for the Kench.
Maybe Kenches were here.
It's like, huh, a riot happened. There might have been bloodshed or even violence. My people! Oh god, Dusty, it's good to have you
Find the
here.
other Oxalollies. Let's find the Kench family.
Yeah, let's find the Kench family.
Keeping up with the Kenches.
I must find my wife. I must find my wife and 10 million sons.
Oh,
And that
God.
one
Oh
daughter.
my.
And that one daughter.
They're all just giant tadpoles. Just
Yeah.
one of them has a bow on her head.
Appreciate the
We-
reference.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So you look upstairs. It looks like a living quarters.
Oh.
Yeah. Like there's a couch, there's a fireplace, there's a nice little bearskin rug.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's even a coffee table.
Does it have coffee on it?
Sadly, there's no coffee, oddly enough.
Dang.
Mugs. No mugs?
There are mugs.
Yes.
I take a
Can I
mug.
take the mugs?
One of Axel Ollie, you pick up the hers mug, and Zanzibar, you pick up the his mug.
No, he picks up the Kench mug.
There is no Kench mug.
Aw,
Okay.
That would be great if there was.
it really would.
You notice, if you hear very carefully, there's some shivering and whimpering coming off to a distant room.
I investigate.
You investigate.
I play with
Yes.
the bearskin rug.
There's whimpering and sobbing. I'll play with the bear.
I make it talk to the Oxalali puppet.
Oh, fuck.
You are a demented little adult child. Okay.
continue-
Talking
I
about
continue
having
to
a
search
second
around
mortgage
the
on the house because the kids are going to college.
Oh my gosh.
The bear doesn't want to though because the first kid's already a promising adult.
You know what? Just by your sheer just roll for me, please.
Anything? Just a 2020?
Where the fuck did I put those papers? I keep losing the papers. Oh right, I threw them. I threw them
So what am I rolling?
Why did you throw them, Daryl?
because you guys just completely went off on nothing.
Because we
Let's
skipped the lore.
Let's just say that I am going to grant you a +1 bonus.
2.
Your roll.
Okay, 14. So 15.
2 chips pop out of its mouth.
I have 10 chips now.
Well then.
I thank the bear, pat it on the head, and join the others. And I'll say that we're talking about the mortgage later.
Like you just mouth it off. See, we have money for the college.
Oh gosh.
I put
Anyway.
Axo Puppet back in his bag.
Okay, so you guys move into the next room. You hear the sobbing. It's obviously coming from this room, but you don't see anyone. However, let me put this into context here.
Okay.
This is where you went for the second floor. This is the schematic.
Oh, let me pull it up. So
Is that a butt?
As you can see, you walked up the stairs and you were in the little area. You went through imagine that wall isn't there. I meant to erase that. You noticed the little couch with the fireplace, and there should be a bearskin rug in the center, but editing.
okay.
I was too lazy in paint. But yeah, you're talking, and then you walk through the door to find this room. There's a small little love seat with another fireplace. Odd. And a heart-shaped bed.
I
Off
point
in the
at
corner.
heart.
What? You play on the heart-shaped bed.
Yeah.
You start bouncing on the bed, and it's surprisingly very loose and creaky.
I just sit on the bed and look towards the crying.
You look over at the crying, which is legitimately right next to the bed. It's that little oval. It's a block of ice.
What?
What?
I go up to it.
It's a crying block of ice.
I say hello.
The sobbing stops, and it responds back. Hello?
You're ice. I say and point at it.
You're ice.
How observant.
The ice responds, what do you want?
Oh, why are you here?
She responds, this is my house. I live here.
Can I kick it?
Oxalali doesn't know how to interact with human beings. She goes back on the bed and bounces.
Can I kick it?
No!
I go
Roll
over
it.
and oh,
Roll the kick.
I jump on his leg.
Roll the jump.
Okay.
Roll the hold him back.
I got an 18.
I rolled a 4.
You latch on successfully to Sin's leg, but the swing has already begun, and therefore he swings the lolly into the ice.
Well, shit.
You take no damage from that, but you are a little shooken up.
Can I go over, shove the lolly off of the ice, and be like, "Hey, why are you here?"
I look at Sin, Baka.
I shrug.
I go to the
The-
ice and hug it and say sorry.
So you're not here to hurt me?
Yeah, ask after I
hug it
kick
tighter and say, "Hey, kick."
We want
after I
your
kick it. Are
food.
you not here to hurt me?
We just want food.
You notice that the ice retracts and it turns into a little floating spirit.
Eh?
As the snow from the ice clears, you see a person, a woman, dressed up in dressed up in red and fur.
Oh my.
What are we doing?
I latch onto her leg.
She
I
looks
say
a
hi.
little. She looks a little flattered and embarrassed because
Tick.
she's not used to that type of stuff. She seems easily bashful.
Can I roll for personal attraction?
Are you rolling hot or not?
I guess
For-
I got to.
You
as
can roll
well.
hot or you could roll hot or not after introductions.
Okay.
Okay.
I say, "Who are you?" as I look up at her from her leg.
She looks down and says, "Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Claus.
Oh crap!
Here's a picture for reference."
Swear to God. Oh my.
Yes.
Immediate 20.
So
Immediate
happy I'm
20.
on her leg.
I'm still rolling. Just saying. Still gonna roll because we have to see if Kench is confused by the heavy clothing.
Roll for fat or thick.
I rolled a 12. No, I rolled a 14.
I'm grabbing the leg, so I know it's thick.
She thick. She
She thick?
thick.
Okay then.
No matter what the idiots off in those social justice quote unquote sites tell you, she's thick, not fat.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, she definite thick.
I nuzzle her.
She's the definition of bae thick.
Oh.
I continue to nuzzle.
She says, "Anyway, I'm glad that you guys came by. They took my husband."
What,
They
took
did
them?
now.
Who took them?
We run a organization here to where we give commonwealth to the people around this region. You see, the economy's not that great given the southern region is the only place that can legitimately gamble. So anyone who wants to bring in money other than gambling has to do stuff their own way. So we run a little freelance organization here in exchange for money and even more so spread more wealth.
Do you know who kidnapped your husband?
First of all, you notice how confusing that explanation is, so she gives you just a simplification. Basically, all of the money that makes this entire area rich is because of the South.
Oh, okay.
We
I
try.
unhinge from her leg just to, get comfortable.
Yeah.
Get the idea.
We try our best to make sure that everyone else has their own fair share of wealth. However, that comes at a cost. Since we can't pay them in money, we have to provide our workers in housing when they're not working.
Seems fair.
But the work managed to become so popular from us, it became overwhelming for the workers, and therefore they started a riot.
I smile at the word riot.
The crap is wrong with you?
You snide bastard. Anyway,
Why?
so Mrs. Claus goes on to continue and says, "Yeah, so they tied up my husband and kidnapped him. I don't know where they went."
Can I roll
don't-
to flirt?
Can I roll to punch him if he does?
Roll luck.
Second that.
Oh, okay. Oh my.
Please say one.
It's not even close.
What did you roll?
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
I rolled an 8 to punch.
hold on. Let me roll 9.
You just sock him in the shin.
I rolled a nat 20.
But sadly, Mrs. Claus is as faithful as she is a weirdo. Because as Sin was walking up to flirt, he slipped on something large and phallic.
Eh?
Oh my.
You hear a buzzing noise as loud knocking erupts throughout the room from the floor. Oh, sorry about that. She picks up this giant phallic object and turns it off with a click of a switch.
I point at it and say, "What's that?"
She immediately turns red and goes back into hiding into her ice.
I immediately say, that's a dildo.
I hug the ice again.
I facepalm.
She gets out of her ice again and chucks the dildo into the fireplace. In hopes that you don't see it.
I point at the fireplace. Fire hazard! I was gonna say, if it's buzzing, doesn't it, like, go out of the fireplace?
I'm just gonna go.
The batteries go boom?
Is that not gonna make you melt?
I still stick by, aren't the batteries gonna go boom?
Yeah, I go with Josh's. That's probably the best thing.
Moving on with the
story.
Moving on with the quest. You guys now have a quest.
I
Yay!
get on the bed, then jump to Mrs. Claus and hug her.
And I have an odd attraction to Mrs. Claus.
You have now started the quest to damn slave labor unions.
Yes.
I ask her, do you know any direction where they went?
If I had to guess, they probably went off, I would say, to the west? I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I have no idea. That's just... They usually have their own little hideout area off in the woods where they love to play on off days. So I assume they went there?
So still in the north, right? This would be like in the... This would just be like a snowy forest?
Yeah, you know, the entire place is surrounded by it.
Yeah, okay. I say, okay, and I immediately get off the bed and just walk out of the shack.
Okay.
I follow her.
She stops Sin before walking out and says, "Look, I may be married, but at least it can't stop me from doing this." She slips something into your inventory.
What did I get?
Can I
No.
roll for Sixth Sense and yell lewd?
Please just tell me what I got.
She slips it into your inventory.
No, don't tell us. Only tell him. Send it to him.
And I Sixth Sense lewd.
That is slipped into your inventory.
I smile real wide at her.
And I Sixth Sense lewd.
It's in his inventory.
I just
Anyway,
march.
She
to the
pats you.
west.
She pats you on the back and pushes you out towards your friends.
I just march to the west.
I walk happily.
I just kind of waddle. Don't you, baby? If I had the tuba right now, you best believe I'd be playing our theme song. Dun, 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 dun. I even had the music on my phone.
We go west, I guess.
Yes, you are now going west.
Okay.
Westward.
Is there any way to follow tracks?
Perception.
Perception?
Yes, roll perception.
Just him?
All
I
of you,
got
if
a
you
9,
want.
so that'd be an 11.
I got a 12.
15.
I'm gonna disconnect real quick because robot. That should be good. think, right? Back?
Going to the bathroom.
I'm back.
I'm also gonna go to the bathroom to drink.
Everyone's turning into a robot. Daryl? Josh? Josh? Daryl?